So now that we have the strings on, we can make some further refinements to the pickup height. So when we install these pickups, just as a kind of a ballpark gauge, what we did was we set them to the previous pickup specs based on the top of the cover to the bottom, or to the top of the pick guard. That just kind of got us pretty close to where these pickups should be, and I'm going to take it a step further and set them to the Seymour Duncan recommended pickup height, which is 3/32 or roughly 2 to 3 millimeters. And I'm holding down this last fret, and I'm going to measure from the bottom of the string to the top of the magnet, and I'm going to do that on both sides, both the bass and treble side, and I'm going to set all three pickups to the exact same pickup height. And this is just a starting point. We're going to take it even a step further from that and make some other subtle adjustments. So that's all looking pretty good. So since this is a calibrated set, it's going to give us, pretty, 90% of the way there, but we still need to make some fine-tune adjustments. Based on your particular rig and your amplifier, it can change a little bit from this spec here. So keep that in mind. So one of the things that we want to take a look at is the balance or the output between each one of these pickups, as well as the balance from the bass to the treble strings. So what you want to do is start with, a lot of people like to start with their bridge pickup, and I think that's a good place to start. And what we want to do is listen to the output of the bridge pickup, and then go to the middle pickup, neck pickup, and just kind of listen to see if you can keep your strumming relatively even. And these are sounding pretty close. Again, we're actually not as loud as we probably should be playing, but I can kind of tell that it's really close to where these pickups should be. So the other thing, like I mentioned before, is we want to make sure that the bass and treble strings on each individual pickup is balanced as well. We don't want the bass to be too booming, and we don't want the treble strings to stand out or sound kind of weak as we're playing. So I just like to kind of play one note across that. That gives me an idea of the output of each individual strings. The only thing we can do is adjust the angle of it, so we're a little bit limited. That one's sounding pretty good. I actually may back off that treble just a hair. And then finally the neck pickup. That neck sounds really good, nice and even. So we're pretty much there. Now, again, we can make some further refinements. It's good to take a screwdriver with you on the gig, so if you need to make further adjustments on the gig, you can always do that. The fact that we have all this documented, we can always get back to those specs that we had previously that make it a little bit easier. Experiment with the different pickup heights, because they will give you a different tone, especially based on your rig that you're using. So you can really dial in the specific tone you're looking for out of these pickups. So just those subtle adjustments can really go a long way. So really think about that as you're playing and practicing. If something's not sounding right, maybe it's just a little bit of adjustment of the pickups. Thanks for watching this course on how to swap pickups in a Strat style guitar. If you haven't already, please check out our other courses. So if you're interested in swapping pickups in like a Telecaster or a Les Paul style, or maybe you're interested in active pickups, we have a whole course that walk you through the process of swapping out from passive to active pickups. If you haven't already, check out our How to Solder course. Gives you a great foundation and gives you a lot of information from using the soldering iron, temperature, tip selection, some techniques and ways to practice. That's a great foundation course. Also, if you haven't already, please go to our website. We have a lot of information on there, from wiring diagrams. We have a great knowledge base. We also have a lot of articles and tips and modifications that you can do on the guitar that will be really interesting now that you're getting used to this sort of guitar wiring world. Thanks for watching this course, and I'll see you in the next one.